Today we're going to crochet this cute crochet chicken. I'm Rose and welcome to my channel. To make the chicken, I'm using Chenille Home Slim by Loops and Threads, and I'm making the body out of the black and white tweed, and I'm going to make the comb out of the burgundy color, and the beak is in the terracotta color. You will need a crochet hook. I'm using 7mm, a needle, a pair of scissors, a placeholder. You will also need Poly-fil, and to make the eyes, you will need 2 eyelets with the holders, and I got these at Hobby Lobby, and these are 10mm. To start the chicken, we're going to make a magic ring. You want a little bit of a tighter circle because this yarn is hard to pull tight. So try to make a tight magic ring. We're going to chain 1 and place 5 single crochets into the center. Four, 5. Alright. And then we're going to pull it tight. So we'll just stitch it at the end if it still has a gap. Just be careful when you're pulling it, it will break. So we're going to go back and make a single crochet into the first stitch. Round 2, we're going to place 2 single crochets into this first stitch. And now we're going to take our stitch marker and we're going to place it back to where we made this first single crochet. And now we're going to do 2 single crochets into each stitch all the way around. If you have a hard time finding the stitches, you just feel for them with your fingers. And now we should be back at where your stitch marker is. For round 3, we're going to place 1 single crochet into the first stitch. And 2 single crochets into the second to continue the increase. And then in the third stitch, 1 single crochet, and in the fourth, 2 single crochets. And we'll continue this pattern all the way around for round 3. And now we should be back to the stitch marker. For round 4, we're going to use this last stitch as stitch 1, and we're going to place 1 stitch into the next stitch, and then 2 into stitch number 3. I'm going to say 3. And then 1 into stitch 4 and 5, 1 single crochet, and then 2 into stitch number 6. And we're going to continue this 2 to 2 ratio increase all the way around. And when you get back to the stitch marker, we will begin round 5. For round 5, we are going to use this first stitch as this last stitch as the first stitch. So we're going to place 2 single crochets into the first 2 stitches. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th stitch, we're going to place 2 single crochets. And then we'll place 1 single crochet into stitches 5, 6, and 7, and 2 single crochets into stitch 8. And we will continue the 3 to 2 ratio increase for round 5. And for round 6, you should be at the place marker, and we're going to use this last single crochet as the first one. So we're going to place 3 more single crochets into the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th stitch, and 2 single crochets into the 5th stitch. Then 1 single crochet into the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th stitch, and 2 single crochets into the 10th stitch. And we are going to continue this 4 to 2 ratio for the rest of round 6. And then for round 7, this will be your last increase row. You should be at the place marker. I didn't add my last single crochet, but we'll just start with this one as 1, and we're going to place 5 single crochets into the first 5 stitches. 4, 5, and then 2 single crochets into 6, and then 1 into 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and then 2 into the 12th stitch. And you'll continue the 5 to 2 ratio increase for the next round, for this round. Alright, and then this was the end of round 7, and that was the end of the increases. So now we are going to begin round 8. For round 8, we're going to continue with single crochets And this is the inside. So the string is on the inside, and we're going to work on the outside, the front stitches only. So now we're going to do a single crochet into this front loop only, front stitch. And we're going to do this all the way around for round 8. So it's going to start to have this little bit of a bump inside, and that's what's going to start to bring the sides of the chicken up. So this is the outside, and this will be the inside. And we'll continue that all the way around. For round 8, in fact, I'm going to switch my place marker, and I'm going to bring it up here so I know where I started round 8. And I'll meet you at the end of round 8. For round 9, we are going to go through both the front and the back stitches. We're going to single crochet all the way around, and we're going to do this from round 9 all the way to round 11. And then when you come to the end of round 11, you're just going to place a slip stitch right at the end, and then we're going to have like a little bowl. And then do not cut your yarn. We're going to flip it inside out, and then we're going to stitch this bottom. I'm going to use single crochets all the way until we get to almost the end. All I'm going to do is go in the front stitch and into the back stitch, and I'm going to pull my yarn through and make a single crochet. You're welcome to cut the yarn and stitch the bottom if you like. I find this holds it better, so I'm just going to do it this way. all the way across until I have about 3 left. So this is about 1, you could put 1 here too, 1, 2, 3, maybe I'll put 1 more, see how it goes, and then pull it, and I'm going to, well, first I'm going to take my stitch marker out, and now I'm going to flip it inside out, the right side out. To flip it to the right side, I'm just going to push this one side through this opening and pull it through just like that. And then this is what's going to form our chicken, and now I'm going to fill it. I'm not sure how much poly-fil you need. I'm just going to stuff it until I feel I like it. I'm going to add a little bit more. Alright, and then I'm going to make the tail. To make the tail, I'm just going to go into my loop, and I'm just going to take these next 3 stitches, and I'm going to pull my yarn through the first 2. I'm going to pull it through the second and the third set of stitches, and then I'm going to, so I'm going to have, depending on where you ended, 4 or 5 of these loops on my hook, and then I'm going to pull through all 4 of these loops. Then, as I still have my loop on, I'm just going to yarn over, and I'm going to go into this last stitch, and I'm going to make a half double crochet, and I'm going to do that 2 or 3 times depending on how I feel that I like it. I think I like it at 2, so I'm just going to end it, and that's what the little tail is going to look like. And then I'm going to cut my yarn. Make my knot, and then I'm going to tuck this right into my chicken. To make the comb, I'm going to come and I'm going to go into the, just where we went down the middle, I'm going to put my hook through those 2 stitches, and I'm going to pull my red, well, this is burgundy, but the burgundy color through, and then make a slip stitch. Now I'm going to yarn over, and we're going to go back right into that same stitch, and we're going to make a half double crochet. We're going to do 3 half double crochets into that same stitch. So 1, 2, 3. So it's going to look like that. Then I'm going to find the next stitch, which is about here. And we're going to do the same thing. So yarn over, and we're going to go into this top stitch, the next stitch, and we're going to do 3 half double crochets into that stitch. 2, 3. And that's how I make the comb. If you want it bigger, you could go the next one. I'm just going to leave it like a small little one. And then cut your yarn and make your knot. And then just tuck your ends. So this is what it starts to look like. This is what it looks like from the side and the top. And then I will add the eyes. I like to add the eyes now, and my finger kind of fits into here, and we're going to work into the stitch and not in the hole. We're going to work actually into the stitch. And I probably going to judge it about here for both sides. So I just going to come to about the side of the face and work my eyelets in. So I'm just going to place them for now and see if I like it there. So I think that will work out. I can't always judge it correctly. And then I'll just put the backs on. I just kind of go in. You're going to even pull it around and pop it on. I got these at Hobby Lobby. They are the 10mm little eyes. And they're not in the yarn section. They're in this section where like the dolls are, like the dollhouse stuff is. And the googly eyes are right under the googly eyes. So there are my eyes, and then I'll just work my little mouth. Hopefully I got it on camera. I always look and then I don't always see that it's in the center, so I apologize. I somehow can't ever find the camera, or I'm either over this way or over this the other way too far. So this is so far, and I will work the mouth, or we'll add the mouth. And for the mouth, I'm going to use this orangey color. I had it like a yellowy color, like a kind of a goldish color that I wanted to use, but I cannot find it. I don't know, I must have lost it somewhere. I was trying to make it when I went to the Y, and I must have lost it. So let's see. I don't know. See, I would like, let's try here and see how it goes. Just pull the color through, and I'm going to do it once, and then I'm going to go back through again twice. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Don't pull too tight, because then they kind of disappear. So I'm not going to knot it. I mean, you could go back through and knot it back there somewhere. I'm just going to pull my yarn through on both sides through the chicken. And then I'm just going to pull this through gently. And then I'm just going to cut it. It will go back in and disappear. And then I'm going to do the same for all the rest of my tails. I'm just going to tuck them all. And then your chicken is all done. Now, I did this in about 45 minutes. Like, this was an easy, and that was on camera, because sometimes I don't find it easy to crochet on camera. I don't know, it just seems a little bit harder as I do it on the camera. So on camera, this took me about 45 minutes to make. So off camera might be a little bit less. And then you just kind of pull this out. And then I'm just going to tuck this and show you what, oh my goodness. Do you see the face? The face is so cute. Oh my gosh. So if you want like a bigger one, you can always work more increase rounds. I found that about the 5 to 2 increase is about what seems to work well, that I like. But if you would like a bigger one, you could do that. You can work more increase rounds and then just do the same way that we did it all the way up. And then, but I like this little chicken, how he turned out, or she. Here is the chicken all done. She turned out so cute. This is the bottom. I didn't even have to tuck the yarn around. It turned out okay. The little tail, the comb, the little pudgy face. Oh my goodness, this turned out so cute. I hope you take the time to make one today. If you want to make it a little bit more, add more filling, you can. I didn't add a whole lot, but I think they turn out so cute. I hope you enjoyed making this with me today. And until next time, eat, sleep, pray, and crochet. Thank you so much for watching.